Oh, almost Shabbat Shalom. Okay, let's see. Almost Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hanukkah. Look at that. In every place where you are, there is magic just like that. Just in a different form, different shape. So, dreams and clarity, right? We are at the times, Hanukkah, and let's see here what's going on. There you go. It's great just to feel the sand. Look at that. So, hello, Hanukkah and almost Shabbat Shalom, and the portion of the week is Miketz. Miketz is actually meaning in Hebrew at the end of, at the end of, at the end of. But usually this word is used when somebody awakens, like going to sleep. Yekitza. Yekitza comes from the awakening, opening your eyes. And so the portion starts. The Torah portion, Miketz, starts Vayhi Miketz Shnatayim, at the end of after 2 years, that Joseph was in Egypt. At this point, he was in prison. Why? Because the wife of Pharaoh kind of incriminated him. So at the end of 2 years, at the end of the suffering, really, of Joseph, he is awoken. There is a waking. It's waking from the bad dream, if you will. And so at the end of that period, Pharaoh is having a dream. The two famous dreams, the dreams of, I'm trying to say where the sun doesn't go very, there we go. The two dreams where Pharaoh dreams of basically the famine that is coming. He dreams of 7 healthy cows that come out of the Nile, and then 7 skinny cows that are eating that healthy cows, and the same thing with wheat. And so one of the ministers who was in the prison together with Joseph says, "Oh, I remember that Hebrew boy, that slave." It was kind of demeaning, because when you say that kind of thing at this time, a Hebrew boy, a slave, will never rise to something big. But he says, "Oh yeah, I remember that Hebrew boy that had dream interpretations." And so at the end of 2 years of Joseph's kind of a bad dream, Miketz, it's like as if the time has awoken upon Joseph for him to be called up. And so it's kind of similar to what is going on here now. We're in Hanukkah, and for some people speaks because of the energy, and for others who are here, who are experiencing different challenges, different changes, different shifts, there is a strong energetic pull to both sides, also to the shift and also to the no shift, also to stay where we're comfortable with, and also to be pulled to where we know we ought to be, where we know we want to be. Right? So Pharaoh brings up Joseph, and he interprets the dream in a way that nobody else did before, and he crowns him basically the second to the command because of his wisdom. And so Hanukkah, we're here. What happened to our dreams? What happened to your dream? What happened to the manifestation of your dream? Sometimes in changes, when there are shifts and we're being questioned or we're being put down or we're being judged, we start doubting some of the choices that we make. But the story of Hanukkah, the story of how the Maccabees, the few against the many, against the Romans, the few against the many, the those who had more spirit that won. This is an example and a teaching to show that we need to do our best. We need to do the utmost best to push ourselves to the limit. And when we do push ourselves to the limit, the universe helps us. If we're giving the universe the opportunity to help us, we're giving the universe the opportunity to bless us. We're creating the kli, the instrument, as in Kabbalah is speaking, we're creating the instrument in which we can be blessed, in which we can be worked through. And there are different modalities to do that. You could do that with sound, of course. You could do it with different modalities. There's no one way to reach the ocean. There are many streams that will bring us there. So this is a time where also when we start new and there is a pull to the old, to the familiar, it is to remember that we are an expression of God. We are an expression of light. We have all the potential and all the tools to reach that which we want to reach. Think about it's like you're getting a new job. It's like you're getting a new job, you're getting a new salary, a higher salary, you're getting a new car, you're getting a new office for a job that you haven't done yet, right? For a job that you haven't done yet. So why are we getting this new job, this new opportunity? Why? Because we have the potential, we have the tools, we have the tools to execute, we have the tools to create. And sometimes we need to go through certain processes over and over again to come to self-belief, to self-understanding, to the self-trust, the trust in us, the trust in the light, the trust in the potential that we were put here to be. And so we may go through the same process again and again and again. And you know, how many times did you go through a process and you said, I've been here already. Why am I here again? I've been to this movie before. Sometimes we have to go through the same process again because we either are holding too tight on the first time around, we're not paying attention, we are repeating patterns that are not constructive and are not beneficial for us. And although we may seem that a certain situation is good for us, or we want that, it's not necessarily that it's good for us. If you are in a place of comfort, get out of that place. Get out of that comfortable place, because what happens is that many times, unless we realize it, comfortable place takes us away from the place of creating and doing and moving forward. Sometimes also when we're holding too tight onto something or to somebody, we're holding too tight, we may lose that. We may lose that person, we may lose that situation, that place. It's like, here, it's like this sand is like the sand in Israel. Very fine. Very fine sand. So it's like sand. If I hold the sand here and I squeeze it, I want to hold it too tight, it runs away from my fingers. Yeah? But if I just let it sit like that, you know? Yeah, I want to say, yeah. Let it sit like that, I can keep more of it. I can discover more of what the sand has to hold. And so this is a time of miracles. And a miracle is happening every day. A miracle is happening every day, in every breath that we take, in every step that we make. In every situation that we're in a miracle time. We just need to remember the clarity. Now, the uh, the Midrash is talking about the two kids that Joseph had in Egypt, and this is an example of how we can remember what we are here to do. He had two kids. The two names. The first name is Menashe, comes from the word forgetting, to forget. So he named him to forget, to remind, not to forget, to remember that this is not his place. Egypt, right, is not his place. Earth, that this is not the place, this is not our place, meaning that this is an illusion, that this is, we are here to fulfill a certain thing. The other name is Ephraim, comes from the word to do, is to remember. And once we remember that where we come from and what it is that we are, and that this is not our place, we are also in an action to do what we are here to supposed to do, what our calling is, what our calling. That is the best way I can say that. So Menashe and Ephraim, he named these two kids to remind that this is not our place, that this is not the ultimate goal, that what we're experiencing here, yes, it is beautiful and we're going and we're buying and we're going, we're doing this and we're going here, but this is not the ultimate thing. Our soul has a reason to be here. Our soul has a reason we came here. There's a soul, it's like each one of us has a box of crayons and a canvas. And what drawing am I going to make? And the other name that Joseph called his son was Ephraim. It comes from the word to do what you're supposed to do. But once I remember that this is not my place, once I remember this is a school for me, a school for my soul, to elevate my soul, then I know and I'm remembering what I'm here to do. The two go in hand. And in Hanukkah, it's specifically, especially because of all the miracle time and all the reminding that we have to do our best at all times, because we can get distracted. We can get distracted in doing all kind of things, being all kind of places, meetings that we have to do, have people we have to see. All this kind of thing can distract us from the miracle that we are, from the light that we are here to experience and to shine to the rest. And of course, it is okay to enjoy. It is okay to have fun, because if there is no fun, it's not fun. Have fun. Shabbat Shalom, happy Hanukkah, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, how do I get out of here? Okay, there we go.